UBC, inspiring Uganda.
The Johnny program on UBC TV.
My cousin. No, so this the lights, kettle, and the baton, so solar lights. This is another shoes. So this one is just new, and they have the latest box and this circuit, but right now only produce this. About the 2 months time, they're going to have the latest box. Dried fruits.
Dried fruits. This is my favorite company.
Industrial Park.
Musevenomics leads us to better economy and better returns.
Musevenomics is a call to every citizen to participate in the money economy supported by the government.
Through PGM,
Muluka kumuluka,
Emyoga,
Mulimu kumulimu,
SACCOs,
and with the 4-acre model, we are having more
and more and more.
More coffee, more milk, more tomatoes,
and more everything, including oil. Musevenomics guided big dreamers like General Salim Saleh to lead the industrial revolution in Uganda with the Namunkekela Industrial Park in Kapeka, Mbale Industrial Park, and many others.
Yonage twajange China, katibikolerwa wano, yet better and cheaper, with our children employed. Olaba Musevenomics waoma.
Never artists katibabogerako mu budget. No mutemwa gwabwe.
Musevenomics is a combination of a superb governance, which led to a professional army that created peace and security, driving the economy from $3.6 billion in 1986 to $66 billion today. And as we talk now, everybody is gaining. We should protect the gains.
As we take a qualitative leap into the middle income economy.
But the market of Uganda is becoming smaller per day. What should we do?
The unification of Africa should be agenda #1 for all Africans.
Salutation to the vision bearers.
Patrice Lumumba,
Julius Nyerere, Thomas Sankara,
Samora Machel,
Muammar Gaddafi, Kwame Nkrumah,
Robert Mugabe,
Nelson Mandela,
but most especially to our very own
the only living vision bearer,
the father of the East African community,
omuyunga myoyo, omusigaddembe, South-Africa. Presidential salute.
His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Semalungu.
Oh, what a vision, Santa Maria.
It's with immense pride and essence of accomplishment that today we are gathered to celebrate a significant milestone, the 10th anniversary of this industrial park. This is not just a celebration of time, but a celebration of progress, innovation, and collective efforts that have transformed this vision into a thriving reality. This industrial park stands as a statement of power of public-private partnership, a model of collaboration that has driven remarkable success.
They know the journey. They understand where we have come from. For us to celebrate 10 years, each one of them has played a role that is unimaginable.
Nebaza nnyo Oweekitiibwa General Sale kubanga President yandiyagadde okukolera akapeeka ebifaanana bwe biti naye we yalwanira naye yandiremereddwa senga mukadde waffe General Sale teyasacrificinga ttaka kuteekawo bino. Wano kyali kibira nga embizzi ez'omunsiko n'ebisolo byonna ebya buli ngeri biri wano. Mu mwaka gw'2021 General Sale n'ateekawo enteekateeka eya Renaissance 2000. Yalina vision nti ajja kufuula ekifo kino kiki kye kiri kati. Ne tutandikira wano okulima nze omu ku baalimanga wano.
As a true descendant of great men and women in Nakaseke who took part in the NRA Bush War, I am a beneficiary testimony due to the birth of these industries in the district where I am gainfully employed. I have been able to carry on personal developments, duly provide and educate my beautiful daughters, plus extending support to other family members. I have gained extensive knowledge in human resource management, practical skills in several machine operations during my period of work with Goodwill, Uganda Ceramic Company Limited. True to say, life is considerably better than when I joined the park.
Today we stand here celebrating not just the 10 years of existence, but 10 years of committed contribution towards national economic sovereignty. General, you know where we are coming from. It has been a lot of sacrifice. It has been a lot of hardship. It has been a lot of outcries. But today, we are happy. We are crying tears of joy because of your sacrifice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Zang, for choosing Kapeka. Thank you for choosing Uganda. You would have invested somewhere else, but you chose Uganda. Thank you very much.
General, we want to thank you for the vision. I once told my sister, Monica Damulira, she's there, that General is a prophet. He sees many things that will happen in the future. For me, he has told me 3 things. And those 3 things have happened in my life. I see them. So I want to thank you for prophesizing about this place and for the industrial revolution you have caused in this country.
When we came here in 1997 with Afande Saleh, they were just overgrown coffee trees. Ebiti by'emmwanyi nga bikuze nga tewali kiriwo. Ate yatandika ne Bukalabi Coffee Rehabilitation Scheme. Abajjukira Bukalabi Coffee Rehabilitation Scheme. So these efforts took the humility of a general of the resistance, of a freedom fighter, to commit class suicide at the time, take a step back and commissioned research but also convened the academia, such as our PhD holder, Mr. Ramadan Gobi, farmers, capitalist industry, to get where we are now. And as you know, he leads the biggest civil military operation in Africa, which is OWC. So Kapeka and Liaoshen Industries is just a testimony that if you get every actor together, all the way from the smallholder producer to the capitalists, you can do great things.
He saw the Garuga and he came here. I was teaching my students and he called me. He said, Ramadan, where are you? I said, I'm teaching. He said, come here. I said, where, sir? Kapeka. And I found the general around this place. He was in a tent surrounded by a bush and his soldiers. I asked him, what are you doing here? He said, this is my new home. In a tent. Oh, your new home, what happened? He said, because of our idea, I saw the Garuga to get money and we started. I said, really? This is how you do things? He said, you mean you are not sure of our idea? So to cut the long story short, a big garden of maize was here. He loved it so much. He took a picture. I don't know whether he has shown you a picture of the maize. And later, a lot of things now started happening here. The president got to know that Geno was doing certain things here. The president visited and he said it should be turned into an industrial park, I think. And that's how the journey started. We are having a number of industrial parks now coming up because the industrial park model is the most appropriate model for countries like ours, because it concentrates infrastructure in a certain area where we can't easily provide infrastructure. The entire country should be like a Kapeka, should have electricity, should have water, should have the drainage systems working, should have IT, should have, but these things we can't provide them across the country. We are still constrained by money to do so. So what countries do, you concentrate that infrastructure in one small area, and then the industrialists whom Mr. Zhang has brought with the Geno can now come and set up these factories. So these industrial parks now, as government, we are ready and committed to investing in infrastructure there, whether they are publicly owned parks or privately owned. And we are doing that. We are going to continue. We want to build a total of 24 industrial parks across Uganda. But now, there is something which Mr. Zhang and others we need to discuss. How do we ensure that the local content in the parks increases in terms of the linkages with the local industry, with the local people, those who supply the materials, that the materials we use in our parks are actually locally sourced.
I want to share my story, how I grew with Uganda. Because even Geno, my elder brother, they never heard this story. I'm studying in Japan. I come to Uganda December 1999. Why I choose Uganda? My father is beginning here, 1992 to 1996. Is for the fisheries. So that is between Chinese government and the Uganda government, joint venture company. So in Andepe. So once I finished the school in 1999, and I talked to my father, So I say I want my own business. So my father gave me instructions, say, go to Uganda. So I think Uganda is the best place. I've been working there 5 years. So after December, my father take me here to Uganda and stay with me 6 months, introduce me, everyone, the friends who is here. And also, by the time I'm staying in the Commercial Council old building. So, also embassy is helping me a lot. By the time, not a lot of Chinese is actually in Uganda. So that is the beginning. So 1999 December, I started the trade business. You know, General is talking to me before. He said I had a small head. I'm not thinking a lot about Uganda. So now I'm beginning that. It's the some person on 203, the former Minister of Finance, Sandaula. I had a chance to meet with him. What he tell me? He say, you are in Uganda, but you're not really dealing for Uganda because you are in the trade. You need to do the investment. So he's one open my mind. Actually, before, when I come to Uganda, I'm nobody. And slowly but slowly, like Sandaula tell me, you need to be real investors. So on 203, I buy my first piece of land in Naxero, build the Alilam. And slowly, 206, I start in Bukolobi, building the office to do the license. 2007, I do the hard security, slowly but slowly, and grow up to 2015, come to Kabeka. So also Kabeka, thank you all friends and all of neighbors. You know, without your support, I'm still nobody. Other people know me. Without your support, I cannot do. I cannot grow the area. So, General, I'm from nobody. At least now people, small people know me. Thank you very much. So, I'm starting second park in Manafa. This is the second industrial park. So, its design is done. And next year we're going to starting. Future is our children. Who is seated behind there? In China, we had one word. Children strong, country strong. So I'm proud to tell everyone from this year, 10 years birthday for the Kabeka Industrial Park, we're going to start the fund from this year. Put a picture. So this is for all of children for Nagasaki. Beginning is the fund amount this year 150 million. And every year not less than 10% growth. So all of this money going to spending out to children. So school fees, foods, uniforms, school bags. So we're going to, after we're going to list out the children, what we're going to helping. So these funds going to keep and grow from today. So that is what we're going to do with all of our neighbors, our children. So please, let children to study, to open their eye, to see what is the future. So future is them, not us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is my great honor to join you today in celebrating a truly significant milestone, the 10th anniversary of the Uganda Kabeka Liaosan Industrial Park. Not long ago, I paid a courtesy call to General Saleh. He told me about the stories of Kabeka Industrial Park, how this farmland has transformed to an industrial hub in just 10 years. And he said that it is a miracle. I think it truly reflects the feeling of people who know the local development stories. And I truly agree with him. I also want to say that Kapika Miracle is a vivid example of the economic and social transformation that Uganda has experienced under the strong leadership of His Excellency President Museveni. Congratulations to Uganda. Today, we witness a thriving hub of industry, a testament to what can be achieved through the strong partnership and win-win cooperation between China and Uganda. I wish Uganda more progress in the future. Thank you.
General Salim Saleh, where we saw forests here, you saw factories. Where we saw maize farms, you saw factories. And because of your resilience, we have reached this milestone of 10 years. Tetubadde bangu nnyo naffe in working with you. We have worked with you in some ways. In other ways, we have frustrated your efforts. Naye, you are the chief listener. You have been able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. But most importantly, the sacrifice that you've taken for you to come and be with us for decades. You would have stayed in the upscales of Kampala, of Uganda, but you chose to come and stay in almost a heart. Mwena mumanyi jeno we yatandikira ekapeeka ng'abeerawo wandibadde ogamba nga siwe yandibadde abeera amatiribono ag'okubeera obulungi n'agaleka, sacrificing for us as a community and sacrificing for the country. So I want to thank you so much, General Salim Saleh, and let's have a round of applause as we welcome him to come and speak to us.
When I was contacted by phone from China by the president, and I had mortgaged the council estate to UDB to get money to finance this madness. You can see the madness I was involved in. Tangauzi, Katunguruchumu, because I was obsessed with creating 50 products, especially food products. I never knew that an industrial park, how it comes, but we are doing it in our small way. And if you, now those guys, if this Zhang had not come, I would be a dead guy with the people you know. The Nalongos, the Kaisers, the Mbalabia, the Delisas, Ndabia Odilisa, Ndabia Wamala, Twaliwa Numcharo, but just a small thing, a small local, and for me I was their banker. I was the one lending them money, hoping that we can make those 50 products. Now when I got that call, I said, how am I going to be rich? He said, don't ask questions. You give those people, the person I'm sending, land. So the person was escorted by a powerful woman who at that time was in the minister for the presidency, Esther Mbayo. There. You should clap for that girl there. She's the one who came and said, I have instructions from the president, you must give this land to. So I told her, but the land, the title is in the bank. I can't get it for Zhang. So that's how Zhang rescued that title of council from the bank. Not so? And he paid $700,000, which I had used now to finance those crazy ideas. So, because I couldn't ask him, because I had instructions from above, like these days you hear, you get instructions from above, you can't say much, you say, okay, let us go to the drawing board. So, now you can go back to your, I wanted this message to be sunk into the people's heads. Because if this man had not come, I would have been sold off completely. So he rescued council, and then I maneuvered him into Namunkekera. You know, I'm also a maneuverist. So, but that was 2015, but 13 years before, I was also in financial trouble. I had lost again money because of lending to people who couldn't pay. So I had gone to Moroto there to convince the president to suffer with me with my debts because I'm reckless with money. So I went to see him. He was still staying in a tent. You can see there is a tent behind there. That's where he was sleeping in Karamoja. So I told him all my problems that I had, financial, what. And he said, my dear, I was asking actually for a job back in the army. I wanted him to take me back to the army because UCB had failed, Coffee Marketing Board had failed, all those mistakes that I was involved in. So he told me, Sari, the way you are today, if I gave you a job in the army, you are likely even to sell guns. I said, Mzee, is that true? Have I reached that level? He said, my friend, the way you know bankrupt people are very dangerous. He says, you go and sell everything. That was 2003. You go and sell everything, but don't sell Kapeka, because it will be full of industries at a certain stage. I said, but Mzee, really, are you can't, he said, no, you don't sell everything, but don't sell Kapeka. So 12 years later, that's when he calls me with Esther Mbayo and the former vice president, secondly, and they told me Mr. Zhang is coming. So I didn't know that because Mr. Zhang is an accumulationist. For him, he knows how to accumulate. And for me, I know how to distribute. So I said, now this one looks like a perfect setting. This one who knows how to accumulate. That's how Zhang found us. You can see. All those were micro, industrial, but micro. So when he came, I told him, now you can see, now go back to that map, because that's where, for us we were an agro, industrial something. But all my partners who are here now, who have become rich, I can see them. And all the industries were up there. They were not on this scale. So, next slide. We were with Bulemezi 2014, which was headed by Saida Bumba there. Then we had in Suju, pumpkin powder, with Richard Kizito, I think. And later on, Sarah Kataike, she's there. Next, then honey. We were involved in honey. But all these were making losses, and they were not going to pay me. But they could easily have matured, I don't know. Now that's when the president came to take over, to check whether I have given the land to Mr. Zhang. So you can see Mbayo there, you can see Kataike there, you can see Mr. Shane, you can see Anike. That was, so they had come to check. So he was asking, have you given the man the land? I said, yes, we have. Do you have shares in the Liaoshen Industrial Park? I said, no, sir, I don't have even a single share. Up to today, I don't have. Because for me, the guy was rescuing me from bankruptcy. So I told them, I'm going to take cover, but for sure, after the 10th year, I think next year, I will also start floating in money. Because I waited for them, they have cooked, they have put, but next year, for sure, I'm very sure I'll have something in my pocket as a result of the partnership between the president and Zhang and the people and the investors. For me, now I have 0 shares in the industrial park, but I am trying my level best to see how I can gain from distribution. So out of the whole acreage of the farm, of the estate, the industrial park has 1,280 acres, which is fully secured with long-term lease, and the rest is real history. The rest can talk for itself. Now, for me, I'm trying to create a system of distributing these products. Now, I didn't know, for people, they are talking about the jobs which are inside the industrial park. But I didn't know that the people who are actually making the money are the ones who are distributing the products in the market. Now, they told me yesterday that they have, because I didn't want to enter their space. I didn't know that they said they have about 36,000 people who are distributing these products in the shops, in the market. So apart from the workers who are inside here, then the ones who are earning as a result of this industrial park are in the market already. Now, I have asked Mr. Zhang, please give me the list of these distributors so that I can charge them my commission. Because ordinarily, I should be the one distributing these products to the market. I should have been clever. But I said, no, you give them to the, like now, like there is one I know whom I can't mention here. The man sells every month $3 million of products from Capeka. And he has never even brought me a goat. Can you imagine? So how many of them are distributing and they are not, or abataza muzigo? Pakuita kuza muzigo. Waliwo abataza muzigo. Kakati next year, that's why I'm saying that next year, now you have got a lot of investment in 1,280 acres, but around it, there is 0 investment. How can we run an industrial park on a sub-county budget with the surrounding community? What is your problem? Please tell us.
Our annual budget is 400 shillings. 400? Yes, the 250 is a contribution from collection from the industrial park.
This is my dilemma today. I cannot be happy when there is $400 million, $500 million in 2 square miles, and there is 0 in the management of the towns. So that is the challenge today. As we celebrate today, I think we should shift our focus and start a new war. Now, my team had prepared me to make a war declaration today.
The declaration was a draft which is subject to further discussion. But in a nutshell, it is intended to deconflict the land around the area so that the community can utilize it profitably by supplying the industrial park. The industrial park, there is $600 million in the industrial park, but around it, there is a sea of poverty. So we want to deconflict that land so that we can create linkages for the community around to take benefit of the market around them.
We can only sing happy birthday for Mr. Zhang and Liaoshen Industrial Park because we are two groups. For him, he's Liaoshen Industrial Park. For me, I'm Namunkekera Rural Industrial Center. Because for him, he knows how to accumulate. And for me, I know how to distribute. So that we are perfect partners. We have quarreled. Because for me, when an emergency comes, I want to give out money. But for him, he says, no, I want to invest. So God is going to guide us in the coming year. Because after 10 years of working together, both of us are very, very happy with each other these days. And I think we are going to have many more years with him. Asante sana.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, dear Kabeka. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, dear Roger.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
In a season of choices, Uganda needs clarity. At UBC News Tonight, I bring you the truth, not noise, no speculation, no opinion, just the facts that shape our democracy, our economy, and our future. We report boldly, we investigate deeply, because the truth is not optional. It's our duty.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archive stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, every story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.